Tell me a little bit about what we need to know. The government's saying it's not necessarily safe to bring the woman back from the Middle East. Your perspective on that?
Well, this is the argument that we've been hearing from Global Affairs Canada for well over a year. And yet we have now a third instance of a Canadian citizen, this time for the first time an adult, who was safely and successfully removed from a detention camp with the view towards bringing her home. So this argument by GAC that somehow there's security issues involved is really false, to be polite. There are more than 20 other countries that have repatriated hundreds of their nationals successfully and safely. So this is yet another example of why and how Canadian nationals should be brought home.
Can you give us any more insights about the trip from Syria into Iraq and the role of this former U.S. ambassador?
Well, I mean, there's the second argument that we've been facing is that, well, Canada doesn't have any consular relations. There are many countries, including in this case, the intervention of a third-party individual, Peter Galbraith, who was a former U.S. ambassador to Croatia, being able to successfly have somebody removed from the detention camp. Many other countries have involved third-party individuals, non-governmental organizations and the like. They've been used in order to repatriate their nationals, and so this idea that you have to have consular relations also is a non-starter, because and the proof of the pudding is that this woman has, as of Sunday, been removed from the detention camp by use of a third-party individual.
If she does get repatriated back to Canada, what does she face when she comes back?
Well, I don't expect that she's going to face anything when she gets back to Canada, but if there are charges to be brought, then bring them on. There's a whole department in the Department of Justice that is set up to prosecute crimes against humanity, terrorism, genocide. This is the work that they should be doing. What we shouldn't be doing is letting Canadian citizens rot in detention camps and prisons without being charged with anything. The Canadian thing to do here would be to bring them home, and if there's evidence upon which they can be charged, then charge them. And if there isn't evidence upon which they can be charged, then they should have been brought home long ago.
I'm glad you brought that up, because this is such a key part of this, and maybe you can elaborate on the idea that whatever people may think of links to ISIS or not, and the husband or whatever the case may be, she's still a Canadian citizen, and there is an obligation in your mind that she should be brought back to Canada.
Exactly, and I mean, I even go one step further. There are men, Canadian men, in prisons over there that are dying. And for those who would say, well, he choice, that's fine. But the fact is that you have a situation where these men have been in prison for years now, dying without the benefit of being charged with anything.
Good to have you on the program, and thank you for taking a bit of time for us today. I appreciate you giving your perspective on this, and we'll keep our eye on the story.
Thank you for your interest.